Hello everybody, so we're back with some One Piece. Last time I uploaded a little too late, I would be honest. I lost track of time very quickly, and I'm trying not to do that this time around. So we are uploading hopefully in the middle of the week. That is the plan. Ideally, now that you guys are seeing this, I executed the plan. But yeah, last episode was actually really good. That's also part of the reason why I really hated that I uploaded it late, because I think the hype had kind of like left at that point. But last episode was amazing. This episode I'm pretty sure is going to be amazing, and next episode is also going to be amazing. But last episode was really cool because we got to see God's Valley. We got to see it. We got to see Roger with no facial hair. Granted, he has some, but he looks just like Shanks. A little bit of Ace. And I'm not going to lie, I really hope I could somehow get to that point when I look like that in my 30s. It would be amazing. But you know what? Probably won't happen. It is what it is. But yeah, it is remarkable how much Shanks looks like Roger. We also learned some other things, like for example, we learned that the Rock's pirates were there at God's Valley, which we already knew. Now that I'm thinking about it, we already knew that. What else do we know? What do we already knew? We already knew Garp. Oh, that's what we knew. We found out Ivankov was almost Kaido. That's when we found out. I was like, we did learn something. It was not any of the stuff that we saw in the fighting stuff. It was the devil fruit. Yeah, we learned that we almost had a clown-looking dragon. Because Ivankov, even as a kid, I felt like was wearing... No, he didn't have the makeup. He does have the hair. Ivankov, for some reason, has this hair going on, even as a kid. I don't know who their parents were, but my goodness, they're flamboyant. That's for sure. Pink and blue, blueberry blue. It's crazy, but yeah, pretty okay all in all. So let's jump into this. Kuma's life obviously is what we're going through. We have this weird thing where Roger's been showing up in people's life stories, which I think is very cool. He showed up in Odin's, and then he showed up in Kuma's now. So I mean, yeah, life stories. It seems like Roger is a highlight point. That's for sure. Makes sense though. They're all in like their late, between 40s to 60s. So that's about Roger's heyday. And Kuma's actually really young here. Now that you think about it, like Kuma was actually really young during that event. So kind of crazy to think like how old Roger would be if he was still around. Anyways, let's jump into this. We'll see how this episode plays out. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go. Kumachi and Ginny. 30 years. It's getting less and less, man. 30 years ago was not too far. Nice. We know how this ability... It's sad because like Oda wrote it in a way where you know how this ability works way before, but it's incredible to see it in this form of light, because when we first saw it, we saw it as like a threat. You know what I mean? Like it was like an offer by like a demon or something. Like, I could take all the pain away from Luffy, but you must endure it. You know? It's crazy to see, like, to a lot of people it would seem like a blessing, but these things don't. Yeah, I mean, yeah, what a blessing. See, but it's not that simple, which sucks. Things that seem like miracles often sometimes have more to them than we would suspect. Okay, I feel like that was unnecessary. We're not living longer for nothing. We want to see you guys get hitched. Get hitched. Get hitched. Get hitched. Ooh. Well, of course they would, but they can't. You know? Yeah, they don't have the money. If we remember, Kuma was referred to as a tyrant king, so it's interesting when you think about it. How he maybe got to that point. Bro, if only they knew, like how bad those celestial dragons are. It's funny because a lot of them will talk about them, but they don't. They've never seen one, right? They never know like how terrible those guys actually are. Like you think you know evil until you meet evil, and you're like, oh my god. Even they're not evil, evil, right? They're just disgusting. But yeah, I mean, the timing of the flashback, obviously, like we get to see this guy like actually turn into a demon for the very first time we've ever seen an actual demon in One Piece, and now you get like the backstory on the faithful character, right? Like Kuma with the Bible and everything. So it's interesting to see like what our relative form of understanding in One Piece of evil and morality is, right? Like we had people like Doflamingo were like, this guy is disgusting. Jesus. Imagine what Zoro did, this guy was doing like once a week. Now, not the same level. I will give Zoro credit. What Luffy went through is like, good lord, dude. But you could say it is the same level because it quantifies, right? Yeah, I would say it quantifies. Yeah, because it gets bigger, right? It's about the same size as what Zoro had to deal with. Fuck me, dude. Fuck. He's out. Dude, I don't know how Zoro was still standing. I mean, Zoro's a fucking monster. Of course I know. Yeah. Once a week, though? Now, when you think about it, Zoro, apparently, the journey of the Straw Hats is what, like a few months? So, Zoro low-key be doing that a lot. So does Luffy. It's hard to say, like, the trials and pains of day-to-day folks, right? Or fighting literal monsters. Because I'm comparing the Straw Hats to, like, Kuma's life right now. Because Kuma's 17, Luffy was 17 when he started. I'm trying to think of the comparators, right? Like, man, young men go through a lot of shit in this world. Holy hell, they put themselves in a lot of danger. Hum. Hmm. Sounds like a date. Oh. 5 years after? What happened? Execution of Roger? Is that what we're getting? Seems like about the right time. A little bit. Roger's execution was like 22 years ago. Maybe? No. No, it should be around that time because it's 24 because time skip. Yeah. I'm doing it by Ace's age. I think Ace's age was 22 or 20 when he died. Then you have 2 years added because time skip. But then Ace was born like 9 months or like a year after Roger's death. So I don't. Maybe this is Roger. It's pretty close. Okay. Kind of random, but okay. Ooh. Damn. Fuck, dude. People don't think about that kind of shit. You know what I mean? Like, literally, like the way your parents experience their lives, it might not even be your parents like. It's not even like the parents like their fault at all, but like it changes a person's whole shape and understanding of like relationships. I know a lot of people like that. If I'm being 100% honest, I'm sure we've all felt that from time to time. Like think about relationships we've seen. The closest one would be like if you had an understanding of your parents, like relative to that. So it's really cool that Oda actually uses that. Cause yeah, I don't think they technically get married. They clearly love each other, but that's a whole different thing. It's also cool he's idolizing Dragon and talking about Nika, considering Dragon's son. But it's interesting. Ow. I mean, I get it. You know what I mean? Like, it takes a lot of courage. I feel like, for her to kind of go out of her way and say that. You know, but I think she also understands Kuma's not a simple guy, right? He's gone through, similar things to what she's gone through, hard, possibly worse. You know what I mean? Depending on how much he's actually explained to her. Bro, 25, he got a lot older. Am I? Is it just me, or is between 22 and 25, he looked a lot different? Damn, I'm 23. Am I gonna like just looking at my hands like, are those like 3 years? Like, am I feeling those right now? Shit, you guys gonna see me when I'm 25 and I'm gonna look like a like 35? He looks old. Like he's got like a little bit of stuff on his jaw. Hmm. Oh, no, he looks normal here. I mean, there's a way you could solve this. Ugh, that silhouette was, bro. Guy with the gun, Jesus. Ah, bro. Seeing the imprint on the wall. Oh, Gatling, Paw Gatling. It's so funny because it feels cute, but it's like makes me think of Honda. I don't like thinking of Honda. It's evil. That's an evil man. I don't want to think of that. Enslaving you isn't enough. Jesus, what a sentence. Can you imagine? Bro, that's a nuke. Nah, dude, that's a lot. I feel like that's just death. Kuma, you just bro, that's death, brother. Oh, okay, they lived, I guess. Dude. Rough. Right. Yeah. So we kill more? Right. Genius. How? Can I ask the question? How? How could you have possibly have captured this thing? This man thing. I'm sorry, Kuma. Thing was harsh. Nice. I mean, you're pretty strong, so I mean, if it was Luffy, just get out of it. We're gonna act like you can't. Like, I know you can, brother. Although Luffy's been captured before, to be fair, like with Big Mom, he had to rely on allies. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, dude, it's like caught. Ah, we're battlefield. Get the hell out. Damn, that guy looks serious. Oh my, that dude is dead. Jesus. Hmm. Nice. I mean, eventually Ivankov made his way here. Ah. You'll like him at first sight. Damn. Made a hell of a friend this day. You can flashback to when Dragon's trying to talk to Kuma. Like, ask him what's going on when he's like trying to run to Bonnie. Yeah. Super Saiyan 3 haircut man. He's like, wait a minute. I have strength. It is crazy he just left his sister for so long. Can I just say that, bro? It's been like 20 years almost. Okay. Then the Roger stuff happens and everything. Fair enough. It's very JRPG. It does feel like the Revolutionary Army does low-key feel like the ragtag JRPG group. A group of mercenaries. That logo's interesting. A short time, huh? Damn. The amount of loyalty he's got, crazy. It's pretty obvious. This guy's got some genetics in him. I mean, if you think about it, Garp's got that motif to him, right? Like, people... The Admiral's low-key, like, look at him that way, in a sense. Some of them. Not all of them, but... There are people that look at Garp in that sense, right? See him as that guy that they'll die for. If they need to. Dude. Bro. Oh no. Oh, dude. This sucks. Ah, man. I'm not ready for this. My goosebumps. Damn it. Oh, it's not fair, man. It's not fair. Oh, the episode wasn't like crazy, but like, god damn it, dude. It has to be here just for the sake of structure, you know. God damn it. God damn it. Man, we really went through essentially most of Kuma's life through this episode, if you think about it. Because the way we started it was like, shoot, man, he was 17, right? Like that was just like the very start. Like we didn't even get like anything left of when he was a kid. They just went straight to when he was 17, and then they did 22, and then they did 25, and I mean at the point of this abduction, like they're like 30 something. So, oh boy, oh boy. Well, yeah. I don't know what else to say apart from that, because next episode there's a lot to talk about. What's going to happen with the next episode. But this episode, this one was cool. It's really cool for the sake that we actually get to see Ginny and Kuma's relationship, because we don't see that necessarily in the previous episode. In the previous episode, you get to see the setup, right? Because you're like, oh, okay, you had God's Valley, and that's kind of what you care about the most. This is Ginny's episode. This is meant to help you understand like who Ginny is and what she means to Kuma and what Kuma means to her, and you're like, oh, okay, they actually were gonna get married. One of them was dead set on it, and Kuma, for fair reason, for very, very fair reasons, did not want to. And the saddest part is that it ends up happening anyways, right? Like the reason he didn't want to is so she doesn't get roped into the trouble that he's going to get himself into, but that happens anyways, right? So yeah, here we are. It's really hard to explain because, again, next episode is kind of where you see like the aftermath of what this is and how bad it really gets. But yeah, dude, this is the good part. this is the fun part. This is the happy part. Despite like, some begrudging stuff, like I mean, Ginny said herself, right? Like she loves this guy, right? And she knows that he loves her and all that stuff. And it's cliche, but at the end of the day, like it's you know, it's there, right? They're together. They've been together for like their whole lives, you know. I don't know Kuma's exact age. You correct me if I'm wrong. I believe he's in his late 40s. That's, I think, correct. I think he's like 46 if I were a betting man, 46 or 48. Yeah, dude. I mean, dude, Ginny's been there for over half his life. Over half his life if you're doing the math. So, yeah, that's a lot of years. Despite what's happened to him in current day and everything. So, I mean, clearly Ginny is not present. We don't know where Ginny is, and I'm not going to delve into that. But yeah, well, the flashback has probably 2 more episodes left, and then we'll get back to present day. But oof, boy, there's a lot of baggage. I enjoyed. I really enjoyed this flashback. Arguably, it's the best flashback in One Piece. Arguably. I know there's a lot of good ones, but yeah, I'm actually kind of curious. Leaving off this episode, obviously like and subscribe if you guys enjoy everything. But I'm kind of curious in the comments, what is your favorite flashback? Because I know this hasn't finished in the anime, but I'm gonna assume people have kind of seen what's happening. Obviously, if you haven't, don't spoil it. But like, obviously, if you haven't, you know, don't spoil it just in case people haven't. That's what I kind of meant by that. But I am kind of curious because at this point, like, I remember in the manga, I was thinking to myself, I was like, man, when the flashback ended, I was kind of like, is this my favorite one? And I was thinking, like, whoa, there's been a lot of them. Like, when I think about it, I'm like, wow, there's been a lot of them. Because Oda loves doing them, man. There's a lot. And when I say, like, flashback, it could be other characters. Like, there's the Skypiea one. The Skypiea flashback is, dude, that one is low-key underrated. That one is so good with oh, shoot, what's his name? The Liar. I forgot his actual name. It's something the Liar, but I forgot his name. But that one's very good. That one's very good, actually. I'm not a huge Skypiea guy. I know a lot of people are like, underrated arc. I think that's an overrated statement now. A lot of things are underrated. People talk about it so much that it becomes overrated. That goes for a lot of things. But yeah, I think Skypiea is one of those situations, if we're being honest in this fandom. But that flashback, awesome. That flashback is awesome. I will agree that Skypiea is a very important arc. Jaya is probably one of my more favorite parts of the arc, even though that's not actually Skypiea. The actual Skypiea parts are a little boring for me, but that flashback is so good. So yeah, that I don't know if it's my favorite. Probably not. This is my favorite. I would say my favorite flashback. But yeah, all the Straw Hats have ones too. So I'm very curious to see what you guys put down in the comments for that, because that actually low key is like, you can make a tier list on that, but I wouldn't do it now just because, like, dude, you'd have to wait until One Piece ends, which it would happen in like 20 years. So I'll see you guys then, I guess. But yeah, obviously, if you guys liked all this stuff and you enjoy the One Piece content, you know what to do. Like and subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Obviously, if you want to keep up to date to when exactly this reaction comes out, like these reactions come out, a lot of people miss them for whatever reason. I don't know how YouTube works, to be 100% honest. I probably should, but I'm hoping that helps. I've seen people, and I've been looking at my my little analytics, and I've been seeing that people are actually taking the advice. So I appreciate it, man. I really do. To believe you me, to be honest, I'm gonna do this anyways, but if it gets the video to you guys, it gets the video to you guys. Because I honestly feel guilty. I'm like, wait, there are actually people that want to watch these. I know there are. They literally comment, but they just can't find the video. So that becomes a thing I have to now, like, be a little more proactive with. So it's my fault, to be 100% honest. Because now I'm like, if it was just to get more people, I'm like, well, whatever. But the people are there. You guys are just not seeing the video. So I'm like, all right, well, the best I can do is this. So, you know, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys have a good one. Take care, peace, and goodbye.